Hello, what's up, MoistCr1TiKaL and Nocturnal fans? It's Michael Herrick, the guy from the music video. As you can see by the banners behind, it was my birthday. I am now 29 years old. It's really good being 29. I'm a fully matured adult, but no one respects me. What are you gonna do about it, though? Artists often pride themselves on the gear doesn't matter. It's all about the creative vision of the cinematography. The thing about that is, when you've got a bunch of really nice gear, it is a little bit easier to make really nice looking footage. So MoistCr1TiKaL's team had the idea to do a cheap versus expensive series when it comes to music videos surrounding the release of this song. So they shot and edited the low budget music video, which they just had no money. They just used whatever cameras they had lying around. I think they did a very good job, especially for zero money. It's kind of intimidating. And then they called in the big dogs as the expensive music video. And we brought our whole cinema rigs and Gaffer and lighting and massive volume LED wall to really show them who's boss. Both flattering and very intimidating, because our expensive cinematic music video is going to be compared to the cheap music video.
This was the biggest production music video I'd been a part of. Using this giant LED screen, like the same they film Hollywood productions on, was crazy.
Which I wholeheartedly agree. So I'm just a little pumpkin in the Midwest. I grew up touring with a bunch of emo bands in my early 20s. In those nasty, stinky basements, I met a fellow hardcore, straight-edge kid named Eric Easterday. So Eric shoots for a big old gay band. Eric shoots for a big old French metal band called Gojira. He's always around big industry metalcore bros. Hit up Eric Easterday for all your metalcore video needs. Which I wish Eric were here right now, but I think he's actually sitting in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, what's up? Actually recording now. It is I, Eric Easterday. I am here in Louisville, Kentucky. So everything with the MoistCr1TiKaL video. I got a strange email from someone named Chelsey and said, would you like to do a music video for MoistCr1TiKaL? I have a friend that works somewhere in the MoistCr1TiKaL network. I sent him a text and I said, is this real or is this a spam email? And he said, that is very weird. Let me get back to you. And he got back to me a couple hours later. He said, yep, it's legit. You should reply to that email. And I said, okay, I will right now. After going back and forth for a while, I found out that MoistCr1TiKaL was making some music with some other YouTuber friends and some other cool music people that I knew of, and wanted to make a crazy video for their series, putting together a music video that is cheap versus a music video that is expensive. And I said, I will do the very expensive one, thank you. Our big idea for the video, after talking with Charlie and Chelsey about kind of the concept of the video and the concept of the song, they said it was a lot about always being in the public eye and always kind of being judged for every move you make, because when you're a world famous musician or YouTuber or whoever, it always feels like you can make a move and then no matter what, it feels like the wrong move, or you'll make the wrong person mad or whatever.
Because a lot of the lyrics that Charlie's talking about is like,
everyone's looking at me and I don't want to be worshipped all the time. Please leave me alone. I'm just a guy.
So Eric made a bunch of cool assets to put on the wall, like a big eyeball blinking and a bunch of different Charlies put together, and like an open street with like surveillance video footage popping in and out. Eric drove up to me in Indianapolis, and then we flew on down to Tampa, Florida. Charlie's team put us up in Ybor City. Lots of chickens roaming around on the streets.
So we did a lot of this video on a huge volume wall in Florida where all the chickens are. Filming a lot of this stuff on a huge volume wall was a little out of my wheelhouse. A lot of the music videos that I do are for metalcore bands and deathcore bands that are just like, well, what if the guy exploded and died and there's blood everywhere? Getting a little bit more technical and working with the video wall tech and having to make things that go on the wall before we even shoot the video was like a little intimidating for me, but I think that shot everything and how the edit came together, I think we really pulled it off, and I think it came out incredible. The other guy featured on the song is a guy named Ryo. I'm bad at pronouncing names. He rocks. He's from a band called Gnosis. I met him when I was in Japan, 2019, I believe. I was on a tour there, and I saw him play with his old band, Crystal Lake. But whenever Nick and Charlie were writing this song, they wanted to bring Ryo in as well to sing the chorus of the song. He was the real star of the show, I think, when it came to the video. He was really comfortable on camera, and you know, he plays in a band full time, so I think he was just really stoked to be on another music video.
Eric and I both shoot on Sony FX6 cameras, so we can communicate very quickly. Our footage always matches up. Eric has a very chaotic style, which lends well to heavier music. So it's a lot of shaking the camera, being on a tripod, and whipping around. We try to also complement the chaotic shooting with very static, controlled movements. So if it were just gonna be crazy movement the entire time, I think the viewer gets annoyed and looks like you're going on a roller coaster. And then you also can't really follow the vibe of the song the entire time.
I love all the CCTV footage of Charlie running down the alleyways. I love all of the crazy like digital glitch effects happening. Avery really hit a home run on this one. I'll let Michael keep talking. Actually, let me reel it back a little. Getting to sit in a huge volume wall with a crew made of people that I really enjoy was a lot of fun. Bringing in the guys from Body Snatcher to kind of fill out the rest of the backing band for the song was a lot of fun. Getting Michael to produce and Olivia to do BTS. In general, having a bunch of cool people on set having a good time for an entire day was incredibly helpful to me in pulling this off.
This was one of the coolest videos we've ever done. It was awesome to do another video with Eric and Avery. It was also just a really weird, surreal, full circle moment. Charlie was super cool and down to earth after like I've watched their content for so long, just to like do a good job for them and then also be able to like treat them as friends was a very cool experience. We would love to go back down there again and shoot some dumb bull.
This is one of the funnest music videos I've ever worked. Shout out Kyle from Body Snatcher. He got into a crazy car wreck on his way home from the set, and he's going to make $1 bajillion from suing the company that hit him on the way home. Okay, I'm gonna go see Fontaine's DC right now. Bye.
Cool. So thanks everybody for sticking around. We've got a lot of BTS content from the shoot, so we're going to put together a few more videos for you. Bye.